In this session, we will understand about post-shipment document. In previous session, we have understand about pre-shipment documents. So the purpose of pre-shipment document was in the previous session we have understand the document presented by the CHA at the custom port to the government officer. Means the document which used for the custom clearance process is called the pre-shipment. And now in this session we will understand post-shipment document. So before start this video we can understand that what are these documents. Just like we export some goods to other countries for the payment, okay, because that the goods are transporting from one country to another countries for the transaction of money. So the purpose of this post shipment document is uh, only foreign remittance in our account, okay, the shipment which we have dispatched, the payment against that goods. So we need to understand here the what is the actual process of this document submission. So once our shipment has sailed on the ship, okay, then shipping line generate the documents called bill of lading, okay. In case of airline it's called a airway bill, okay. So this airway bill and bill of lading, okay, these are the document which given by the shipping line or airline, okay. So other documents also required for the same is yes, you can say commercial invoice, packing list, certificate of origin and insurance, okay. So this document we need to prepare the set of this document, okay. And this in this document our CHA also uh, our CHA provides some documents just like a certificate of origin, okay, and the endorse invoice and packing list from the custom also provided by the CHA. The set of this document need to prepare the set as per the contract which we have done with the consignee, okay. So we need to prepare the document as per that order, then we need to submit this document to the bank, okay. And the bank submit this document to the foreign bank, okay. And then after paying payment against the document, consignee release the document from bank, okay. And after showing this document to the shipping line or airline, he can release the shipment, okay. We can say the get the delivery order, means we can say the actual goods receive after showing the original document to the shipping line, okay. So we will understand this procedure how we can prepare this document, okay. So start the video. Foreign bank set, okay. So what documents required for the foreign bank set? First, covering letter. We need to prepare the covering letter to the bank. We need to mention the all details uh, regarding the orders, order number, commercial invoice number, like that. And also we need to mention the how much amount we need to collect from the overseas bank. So all the detail we need to properly mention in this in the covering letter. So there are two set of the covering letter we need to attach, because one for receiving purpose, okay. Second document which is the bill of exchange. Bill of exchange is the document which we can say the foreign remittance collections, for the foreign remittance collections, okay. So in this document also we need to mention the order number, okay, then amount which we need to collect, and bill of lading number and bill of lading date, okay, and the bank name. This detail we need to mention. So this is the second document which we need to submit in the bank. But this set is, we can say, foreign bank set, okay. There are, we need to prepare two set, one for the our bank and another for the foreign bank. So we are talking about currently foreign bank. Then commercial invoice. So commercial invoice we need to prepare, we need to attach in this. In a previous session we have understand how we can prepare the commercial. So it can be manual or SAP, okay. So but the all details regarding the shipment we need to mention, because that initially we in initial level we prepare the commercial invoice for the custom purpose, but this commercial invoice need to update some other information, because that this commercial invoice will go to the foreign bank. So just like LC number, bill of lading number, okay, shipping bill number, HSN code, this detail need to mention update after the first initial data update in the custom. Then when we submit the this commercial unit for the foreign purpose, we prepare the foreign purpose, then we need to amend it. Now packing list, as we discussed in previous session, how do we can prepare packing list. The goods dimension, net weight, gross weight, and description of the goods, how many package numbers, okay, or piece we need to mention properly. And we can say for fifth document is the bill of lading. As we discussed, this document is provided by the shipping line. So we need to understand that what is the type of bill of lading. If bill of lading is original type, then we need to submit 3 original set of the bill of lading and 1 non-negotiable plus 1 photocopy. Okay, in case of COA bill, again we need to attach 3 set of the bill of lading, but it is a non-negotiable, we can say COA bill. So there is no require of the original bill of lading. Currently due to COVID, many shipping line arranging only COA bill, okay, and after submitting the document, original bill of lading issued that consignee country, okay. So on behalf of that original bill of lading, consignee can release the shipment, okay. And the 6 number insurance, which provided by the insurance agent, okay. So we need to give the details to the insurance agent regarding the total value of the shipment, and he prepare insurance and provide to us. And 7, certificate of origin. This is very important documents, we can say, because that after showing this document in consignee country, our consignee can take the tariff benefit, okay. Consignee can take tariff benefit, means that there is a international level treaties and free trade areas. So the document certificate of origin is provided by the government, okay. And in certified that goods are made in India or a specific country, you can say what is where the manufacture the goods. So in that certificate of origin, it's mentioned clearly that goods are manufactured in the specific country. So it's certified by the government, you can say the Chamber of Commerce and Industries, okay. So this document also need to attach with the set of foreign bank, okay. Now we will talk about that our bank, what are the documents we need to submit. So the set of foreign bank we understand now. This is the set of the our bank, means when we submit this document to the our bank, this set our bank keep this set and the other set of foreign bank will courier to the foreign bank, okay. So in this list, we can say we can read there are 8 documents, which is an extra document is shipping bill photocopy, which is the purpose of the BRC, because that it certified that and identify the shipment through the shipping bill number, because the foreign remittance come inward to the our account. So these are the documents, okay, and we need to submit in the foreign bank, our bank. And after submitting this document, bank check and verify as per payment terms, okay. Just like payment is advance, or document against payment, or document against acceptance. So as per payment term, bank release the payment, okay. In case of advance, payment release before the dispatching goods, but in case of the document against the payment, means once we submit the document, bank release the payment, the document against payments. So in this document need to submit to the bank, and bank release the payment. And in other case, document against acceptance, in this case the agreement between consignee and shipper is the specific time that payment will release within a 30 days from the bill of lading or 30 days from the dispatch date. Okay, you can say any acceptance can be done. So payment will release as per the acceptance. So guys, uh, we have understand in this session how we can prepare the post shipment documents. Okay, so thank you for watching this session. Have a nice day.